Good afternoon, all. It's about 4:34 p.m. It's Wednesday, May 10th, 2023. We're coming to you live from lovely downtown Cape Naples. Please don't Google it. Uh, um, it's the second week of May. We had uh, CPI today. Tomorrow we have PPI. We're going to get into that. Very, very quickly, we got to our 1 year anniversary of running Orb at the system house. So it's strictly out of our control or your control. It just runs automatically. Here's the results. There you go. And this is over the weekend and 193 trades. Okay. Actual trades. These are days that actually traded. A combination of two system houses. A Striker, when we started with on 5th of May, on last year, as it says, and then 7th on Sunday. So it took us through 5th, which was Friday. Now, there was a number of days they did not trade, one here, one there type of deal. Maybe it'll add up to 5 total the year. That's because they have system issues. I don't want to get into detail. They wouldn't follow our instructions until they got to a corner. And they were reminded, same as others were, at Northrop, rule number 1 was 5 is always right. Don't argue with me. I'm doing you a favor. I'm telling you what you should have on your machine. Why do you want to circumvent that? And you know what? Getting a little bit bigger machine is not the end of the world. It doesn't hurt. But these guys were really tight on this and that. It took us a while to get going. But we did have a very high peak equity. We just had a couple of bad months that we gave things back. Then we came back up. It's never a straight line. If you go to the website, actually look at our back test as we release each version, you see even here's the equity curve. Yeah, it's never a straight line. Can't be. It's very disciplined. It's got certain rules. You can only follow those. It's a machine. And the market is a stochastic input. So you're gonna have some sideways. You're gonna have some drops. Yeah, but overall over a long period of time, it's done well. We'll send a promo out. We are for our second system house of trading. Why? Because that's on TradeStation. It's good for any person except if you live in Canada. If you live in Canada, we're gonna send you to Striker, and we're gonna reduce our prices slightly for folks who are either coming back or are new. Mainly because of interest on Twitter. I just haven't read it. I haven't write what I want to do, and I need to also the system houses to review it because of compliance. As you know, financial services is a highly regulated industry. You can't just go and do anything you want. I like to think that I've learned. I like to think that I've learned the ropes, but rules and guidelines change. So, especially post crypto world, I mean, a lot has changed at SEC and CFTC. So it's always a good idea to have another set of eyes on it. But I'll try to get to that to you guys over the weekend. Finish it, have it reviewed, and then shoot it out to you guys Monday morning, Monday afternoon, or Tuesday morning. Okay. Again, Fox, which is tradewithfox.com, Fox Group. That's for wherever you reside is fine, except Canada, because they clear through TradeStation. Striker clears through zillions of people, and they've always accommodated our Canadian clients. Okay. Let's see what else is on it. Believe it or not, this page right here, our YouTube had created exposure for us for Tiger Shark, and we have two group here that are looking at it. The minimums are very high because of the nature of Tiger Shark, and we're very pleased with it. One of them has been testing it this week on a private Zoom. It's not part of an ORP. It's not part of a website. It's strictly for TCM, Tico Capital Management, for asset management. It's not a subscription. You do not buy it. It's for us to trade Reg D investors, highly liquid individuals, and then we split the profit 70-30. No management fee. I don't believe in it. If you're good enough, why do you need a management fee? Yeah, you don't. You got to believe in your own system. It is in its final stages of being released. We have been training it slowly, and that's how we have modified it. Slowly got to test it in small pieces. We have one module that was been in the works for about 3 weeks. I'm told that I should have it by Monday. As a matter of fact, there's a review on that right after this webinar. It's at 6. So I have a hard deadline. I gotta get to it at 6. All right. It's 4:40. Aside from that, and this one is a risk manager, by the way, which it covers the shortfalls of both Trade Manager and in TradeStation and the Matrix. Now, you got to trade this for a while, or trade anything you want, but through those tools to understand the shortfalls, especially when you're in a multi-account management environment. So, but I've got 2 great guys learning a lot from them. TradeStation Easy Language Development Department, and so as one TSI guy, TradeStation Institutional, told me, if these guys don't get it, nobody can get it. Stay with them, and that's what I've been doing. So, but they are challenging because they have good ideas, and of course I'm a hard ass personality alpha male. So, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all healthy. So, except their bills. That's how I gotta pay. So I can't have very long discussion. Sometimes I gotta drop the hammer and say, wait a second. I'm paying for this phone. Remember Reagan in New Hampshire? I'm paying for his microphone. Yeah, I say, hey, hold on. But pretty much we're on the right track. So one of the problems we have is the one was sick, and I refused to go further until he was back online because you can't lose 50% of your brain trust in something this specific. So, but no, there are some issues with TradeStation. They don't deny it. They don't argue with me. The fact is, as a matter of fact, they introduced me to the second man programmer so that we can do it on our own. I can't wait for TradeStation to fix it. Yeah, it's been ongoing. So, if you're doing a small account and you're doing one account by itself, you won't even know what is off. Yeah, and probably won't impact you. But in the fast market, in multi accounts, it is a problem, no question. So I'm just right now. These testing I'm doing is live accounts, except when noted in the chat room. But and they're just for my own account and Tico's account. That's it for now. Until this other piece comes in, I cannot trade a big account without this piece. So I have a little bit kind of a medium-sized account right now. I'll put it on ice. Didn't touch it. Markets have been very, very active. If you look at the ATRs, they're fairly elevated, and they get elevated very fast. If you look at the ATRs, you'll see it starts very slow in the morning, but once you get the open, it goes nuts. Okay, let's go to Econ Calendar, and then we'll get to charts, and we'll also, once we get to charts, we'll also talk about the existing trade we have. Okay. Any questions you may have for me, please post. I'll be more than happy to accommodate that for you. Again, the only restriction I have, I got to be out of here, but let's say 5:45 gives me enough chance to post-process the file and put it on YouTube for you guys. YouTube followership is growing. As a matter of fact, I have a number of friends who they just want to get market timing down, but they're busy people. The easiest thing for them is to do jumping on YouTube, subscribe there, they get the alert. It's just that I don't want to do too much emails. If they're not critical, I don't want to do mass emails. It gets people upset and no good because we have a variety of people in. There's no guarantee the email we're sending out now is something they were waiting to hear. So try not to abuse my privilege. All right. Econ Calendar. Okay. Chris Waller, I guess, is a Fed guy. He's talking tomorrow. He's one of Bullard boys out of San Luis. Okay. We did have CPI today. It was better than expected, a little bit of downtick. Also, we looked at earlier, mortgage apps are running a little bit better. So people think they have, especially refi. What are they doing refi now? I have no idea, but they feel like maybe it's good for them. I don't know. Who am I to judge that? But that's the number. Okay. Now, here's what we did today on CPI. As you could see, we came in line on month to month. On the yearly, we downtick only 1%. And market, and then actually, ex food and energy was higher. I'm sorry, not higher. Was in line also. And so, yeah, and year to year. So the only, it was a glimmer of hope there, but this market is so battered up. It's looking for any news it can and jump in there and went nuts. And then we sold again. Then we came back up, and then right before the close, I think the zero DTE options took over, and then combined with what we call Newman trade, that showed up. Actually, on a Newman trade, I went short at that, and but I know I was going to do a burst, so I put a very tight stop with NQs, and I was absolutely surprised by my way. I'd expected to lose. My bet size was okay, but my stop was very tight and came very close to hit my stop. So I figured I'm going to lose and then turn around and go straight down. So we thank Newman of the Seinfeld fame for the bread he delivered to us for today. Yes. All right, tomorrow. Tomorrow, jobless claims. It's been in line pretty much. Nothing fancy recently. So not too low, not too high. But here's the PPI. Earlier, I looked at it briefly, and look at the range, and they're expecting this move from -0.5 to 3. A year to is 2.7. I understand that, but look at also exponential energy, -0.1 to +0.2. Year to year, pretty much the same, maybe. I don't think they keep track of that series for more consensus. So I think the key we'll want to watch tomorrow is a PPI. Obviously, we have import-export. I don't really give a damn about that. But consumer sentiment, yes, 10 o'clock on Friday. And they're not expecting anything out of ordinary. So that's for this week. Next week's expiration, right, because this is second week. So 19 would be expiration. Again, I fly out of here on Thursday. So for the trade we have, we'll hone it in either Friday, near the close this week, this Friday, or Monday. So those of you in the PMT trade, if you haven't gotten out, some did. My email said get ready. Did not say get out. It said get ready to get out. Because while our SPY target was taken out, the equivalent of it, we give our targets to SPX. We came close to it, but we don't get out. Hold on. Peter, I'm in the webinar. Let me call you back. Thanks. He forgot that we have webinar. Sorry, this is Chicago, the Chicago office of PlayStation. I have to take it. Yeah. But no, it's long story. We're doing some paperwork that's is particular for Tiger Shark, and we need to wrap it up. And we're not there yet, so we will. Let's see. Willard is speaking tomorrow. Friday. And daily. Yeah, I'd like to see what she's got to say about SVB and why Greg Becker was on her board. This is San Francisco Federal Reserve. Willard is another political animal out of San Luis, where Waller used to work for. Okay. Is there anything else here I need to know? No. So it would be expiration. It would be light next week. The following week, we got GDP, productivity, and there's one more that we usually get those weeks together. This kind of pairs up. Leading economic indicators, that kind of stuff. That's what we need to look for. So, but I'll be back on a Sunday morning, or Sunday afternoon. I'll be back. I'm not taking a red eye. Almost lost my life last time on the red eye coming back because because not local. It's Miami. I came down to stop on red eye, and in the morning I was asleep. I had 4 near misses until I got here. I had some coffee, I had some Cuban cigars with me, but I had no lighter with me in the car, so not doing that. This one is out of Fort Lauderdale. It's a lot closer, but about 45 minutes closer, but also in the afternoon. So I get up a little bit earlier to leave Denver. I'll be back here Saturday morning. Okay, but I'm not around Thursday and Friday. Nancy will run the website; she's in charge, and Peter will run the chat. So we're okay. Of course, Cash will be there to help out also. Okay. Okay. See, looks like your connection is good now. For a moment here, you were going in and out. Okay. No worries. All right. Very excited about Tiger Shark, no question about it. We were demoing it to a group, and right in front of them, live, one of them just went, and the microphone was on, obviously. What? I said, yeah. So you see this? I said, it's doing this. It's supposed to do that. Look for this and that. And during that, price levels, I didn't know the time. Nobody knows about the future, but price levels, he went and hit it. And it took like 20 minutes. And the guy was just flabbergasted. Like, when do we start? I said, well, you got to finish your paperwork. You're an entity. You're not a personal individual. So you got to get your paperwork in. There's a lot of review there. Oh, this is Orb again. Okay, no worries. This will go out over the weekend to you guys. Okay. I promised we're going to talk about the trade also. Let's log in. Now, those of you who just signed up, number of people just signed up. You can't get into a trade. You can't. You get into it by email. That means it's fresh. The max time is about half an hour, maybe an hour, no more than that. Because, of course, it could go back and forth. We try to do it in the afternoon, so that the back and forth is less and less for that day. And we don't give we do not give a not to exceed price. Okay. Sorry, we do not give a not to exceed price. We give a market order effectively. So anyhow, here's what happened. We never hit 40-40, but Spice reached 110, hit 403, below 404. We had a 404 put. So some got out. You're welcome to. It's your money. This is it. There's some discretion on your part. We're not trading this for you. We're giving you a suggestion. Okay. So we are trading now. Hold on. Let's see. Come on. Okay. Oh, sorry. We can't go there, Jack. So let me go here. Okay, here. We're trading 41.38. We shorted from 41.32. So we're back where we were before when we went in. But remember, in one day, we went to 404 and we're up 121%. In my email, I made a mistake. I said 221. The 221 is the ratio of the current price versus entry price of 180, okay, which was 377. We keep track of bid ask and last. If the last is as is, the bid ask we do a mid. So bid ask of the ask, of the long put. First one is long, and then the bid ask of the short put. That differential we plot tick by tick. Oh yeah, it hit 377. Not bid ask on the last. The last hit 377. At some point, 377 we're trading. That gives us 221. If you divide by 180, I want to be clear. This is a correction. I made a mistake. It should be 121. We didn't make 221%. We made original money out, the first 100%, and then 121 above that. Sorry, this is triggering. I gotta close this. So, obviously, and then of course it reversed, but it went there pretty fast. It's less than that. Actually, that afternoon it was up 48%. By morning it was 121%. Not too shabby. Yeah. Now we'll manage this. We'll see what we got to do for those who are still in, and then we'll work for other trades. I think we're gonna take all of these out. I'm gonna show you why. Part of it is this debt ceiling, and part of it is PPI. CPI was kind of more looked at, but I think PPI is more of a tell because this is a cost of goods, really. So we got to see what it is tomorrow. Tomorrow comes out at 8:30. Okay. Yeah. Now don't get in. Yeah. I can. I've said that. Okay. Also, make sure you do it as put spread. Somebody wrote to me saying, "What if I only want to take one of them?" This is not. Your dad's option market. We do spreads, and you want to do that. If you want to do your own, you're welcome to, but you shouldn't be here. Okay. We've had a few clients in the past years too, not just recently, but in the past year. And all I can tell you is the results are not very good. Yeah. One of them would continuously modify these. Just don't do that. Don't do that. Anyhow, let's go through charts. Again, I gotta be out of here by 6. Actually, post process everything by 6. Okay. We got a little surprise there. It was down actually earlier. Here is the overnight session. You could see what kind of day we had. Absolutely, completely. This is the scene of the crime. This is where CPI came out, completely taken out, and then the zero DTs came in and took off like a rocket, and we dipped down. This is live. So yeah, and we're still trading. We have another 4 minutes before it's halted. I think by Friday night, especially from reading the tea leaves of what happened in the White House yesterday. Or was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. It was absolute tense meeting. They just didn't want to leak that out. You know how Washington is. I mean, I lived there 4 years, and Dad was over that part of the town constantly. It's full of leaks. It's full of leaks, and most of it, most good resources will get 2 or 3 verification before they publish it. If they're wrong, they do a correction. But the consensus is that it was a very tense meeting. And so we shall see. I don't expect anything now. I think we'll probably move close to implementation of, or invocation of a 14th Amendment. Read about what I'm talking about. Hold on. I posted on Twitter. Should be this one. You want to read this one? Hold on. This one. You want to read this one? This is by Larry Tribe. It's probably the most respected constitutional professor, or constitutional law professor at Harvard Law School. You might want to take a look at this. I really think he has an incredible legal mind. I don't agree with his politics, but I'm talking about his legal mind. Okay, let's go on with the charts here. Actually, I don't get on with most of people's politics. I have my own, but you gotta respect and give credit when somebody is a very, very sharp in law. I think he may be professor emeritus. I don't know. Maybe still teaching. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, we're back to 0 sig. We're at negative sig today. Okay, very weak reading so far. Sideways. Remember, this is when we start to short. Okay, we start with a good position. We have a little buffer above it, but here's my problem. We got to worry about our theta. So, and I don't know what got to me. I should have just said close it. What is it? The SPY that day was like 403, the low. I'm sorry, the following day. 403, 60 cents. Okay. But we were trading, I don't know what the low of the S&Ps were. Hold on. S&P's low were the 489. So let's say, yeah. Yeah, 489. I'm sorry, that wasn't the fast one, this one. This is, no, is it this one or that one? Hold on. That's the 4th. No, we came out. Hold on, let me take a look at this. I'm sorry, it's let me go to proactive market. What's today? On the 3rd, on Monday? Right. Okay. Monday the 3rd, we put it on. This is the 3rd, right? No, that's 5-1. Oh, okay. Monday. Are you sure Monday was the 3rd, Barry? No, that's a Wednesday. That stamp is wrong. Okay, sorry, I have to change that. Yeah. This should say Wednesday, not Monday. Yeah. On the 3rd. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, now it makes sense because the following day, yeah, that's the 3rd. The following day we hit it down there to 4048. Okay, 404. So we went below 4050, but we didn't hit. We were 8 handles, or the equivalent of 80 cents off on the SPY. But those two do not move always together as a ratio, as a 10-to-1 ratio. So it was even actually beyond that. I don't know what got to me. I should have just said, close the damn thing. It's good enough. So, and then we rallied up very hard off of 50 bar, and then we were going sideways and everything dropped today. All I wanted to do is go and see it. That thing test its 50 bar. Here's my game plan. As long as it gets close to the 50 bar, we're gonna close it because we'll have to do some money. And we have a theta going against us on the option side. We gotta get up. Now we're probably gonna stay short. We'll put another trade on. Okay, we're not gonna get long here. No. I don't want to get into a lot of details, but I do work with a couple of quant guys. We've been looking at some data, especially on the banking side. Something is wrong. Something is still wrong and it smells. So what that exactly is, we don't know. Market will not show its hand until it's a little bit past when it's public a little bit. So we're still looking for it. We're still looking for catalyst. But for the time being, given the risk reward, actually not risk reward, risk adjusted return versus what the short-term risk-free rates are showing. Yeah, I'm talking about 1 month, 2 month, 3 month treasuries. Something is wrong. It's just not right, and so I'm going to stay short. We have come down on CI diffs. No big volume here, which is probably good news. There's no shock here yet, so it hasn't come yet. And of course, we have a little bit of a stronger Nasdaq, as you can see, a little bit higher reading in the McClellan oscillator. Yeah, -9 is +48. Part of it is beta. Yeah, the beta of NDX. Okay, that was down 30. It was down a little bit more. We almost hit also -2 sigma. It bounced. Transportation, we're below 2. Both of them. We still haven't got to the death cross, but it's coming. We keep on doing this. The 50 bar will get it underneath 200, which is death cross. Here we already have the death cross. And now I can't get over 0 sec. So there's a lot of dark clouds out there. If you want to get long, be my guest. Probably you may be right as a contrarian point of view, but the consensus is something else is wrong. So I don't know who's going to win. But, I trade day to day. I trade intraday. I trade things. I come in with no bias. But I keep looking. So anyhow, the count here for the trender, 1, 2, 3, 4. Neutral. Yes. 4 versus 4. 4 above 0, 4 below. No signal. SP1 Momo. Okay. See, that's another one. This is a poor reading here as well, a -2. We're at just bounced off the -1 on SP1. So this was a very decent divergence on a bearish divergence as we went at the margin, slightly higher than SP1. Kind of same thing on the index itself, but much lower Momo. No signal here on the 52 weeks. Why? This is probably a better look. Look at the weekly. Yeah, it's just nothing there. So let's see. 26. Okay. Okay. So which day is this? What's the high? Oh no, sorry. 1 second. 33. Okay. Yeah. We must have a 33 in there somewhere. That's a 26. How come? Interesting. Oh, it's got to be up here. Sorry, that's why I'm too low. Here's your 33. Okay, yeah. So that's a prior week high. Yeah. Yeah, still too low. This is noise. This is noise. Too low. This is less crowded and cleaner. And no, we're not there. VIX. Okay. A little bit wilder on the VIX. Oh, by the way, speaking of VIX, today is a celebration of 50th anniversary of CBOE. First day trade of the CBOE was April 19th. It's at their new building. They sold the building, or they at least emptied it, getting it ready for sale on the Van Buren across from CME. As you know, the floor is gone. I think they kept one here for maybe VIX, or maybe I think it is VIX futures, not the regular VIX, but or VIX option, but just VIX futures. Rested on the electronics. I was invited to go. Sir Larry McLaren called and says, "Fabio, are you coming?" He's also a guest faculty. I said, "No, sir. I'm too busy. I can't just come up for a party and come back in Chicago." So, but VIX came back down off of four sigma. I bet you that was the third, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the fourth the next day. Yeah, but I'm saying hit 3 sigma, did not hit fourth. Pulled back, and it fooled me. I thought it was going to go back and retest fourth, because usually this doesn't peak on 3. But there's your exception. Okay. Outside bar today to the downside, it was a wild one today, back and forth. A lot lower here also on the VXN. While RVX is rising, which is excuse me, it's the Russell 2000 volatility. SQ is rising, and this morning was down here. Yeah. Get ready, boys and girls. Get ready. Yeah, this is the big boys are waking up that there could be a downside here. They're beginning to put some puts, buying some puts down here. Usually they buy it early, and so that the outlet what they're outlaying is fairly low, and it's way out of the money. So a little bit out, a little bit, usually 60 days forward, but way out of the money. So I'm thinking probably they're buying 3,600 areas. Okay, so something that you wouldn't think it will go, but if it does go, it'll explode big time. Now it will still increase as we get closer, but the delta up here is very low. As you get closer, the delta gets close to 100. I'm sorry, gets close to 50. No. I'm sorry. If you buy at the money, it would be 50. It's out of the money, so they're very, very low. But as you cross this threshold down, let's say you take 4 is what is this? -4 sigma. Okay, 4,000. Okay, if we drop 140 points, even 3,600 will start rising, obviously, by a good amount. As you get closer, it really explodes. It becomes exponent like a parabolic. So the big boys are beginning to accumulate the puts. Again, first time in a while, but I bet you that now the fourth time is going to knock it and go higher. So I would expect to see 145 to 150 SQ if that ceiling continues. Frankly, it's such a stupid idea. It's as stupid as electoral college. It's just stupid. But right now this is the problem, and as you know, there's a big hybrid overlay of Madison Avenue and Wall Street. Right now, this is a theme they're feeding you. It's on every channel. Whether the person who's listening to it even understands it or not. But and of course, I absolutely believe that we cannot default. Interest rates will double or triple. We will have massive layoffs. I mean, I expect about 10 million people to be laid off. So we can't do that, and we won't do that. And McConnell said that. Moscow Mitch said that we're not going to default. Yeah. So we just have to give some Persian tea to McCarthy and have him wise up a little bit. But anyhow, I think he's smarter than this, but he's where he is right now. And for that, I'm keeping that a spread. Actually, I still think they'll take it to a break, and that's all I need to get there. All right, kind of sideways from, let's say, this point on. If you think about it, go up there, take a look. We've gone up and down sideways, but look what's happened with the upper edge of the SP2. Quite a bit of divergence, and so we should be pulling down. We should be going down. We'll see. The stock RSI finished a rendezvous, and I think we'll probably see another dip down like this kind of thing. So you get a rendezvous in this between those two lines, and then before it moves up. So if you're in that trade, you gotta be alert, or either get out at your own discretion, or you want to hear from us. Be near your email. Okay. We will also alert on the Twitter too, at HamZANalix, but we won't give the trade. We will just say, go and check your email. Okay. Lowry's up and down, very quiet, no signal. Yeah. Either way, no signal. It wasn't as bad as here. Okay. It just didn't do it. Didn't do it here. So, yeah, none of them. So it just oscillating back and forth. Here's the power index. Sorry, I got to keep an eye on my whole time. Short, right there, you see it's short. Guys, if it helps, we can open this up at that. Nope, sorry. That's a short. There you go. This one's short and short. Okay. Short also, hello, 3 shorts and 1 long, NASDAQ. Again, the what's happening with the earnings report and the difference in the, what is it doing here? Okay. Beta, we're getting this read there, okay? That this will, now we're breaking out. Remember, it's very sensitive to breakdowns. Okay, that's Lowry's. Let's see, is there anything else? Okay, let me go to our chart here. Now, there's another issue to think about. I don't have the data for it, but that's what I'm hearing on the financial news analysis stories, in different channels, both Bloomberg and to a lesser extent on CNBC. By the way, if you have Bloomberg in your car, please use it. Probably the best thing you should listen to while driving, better than anything else. It's worth it. It pays for itself if you have it like on the Sirius XM. This belies what's going on because this is a cap weighted. The equal weighted is got even worse case in terms of being above it's 200 day. This again, percent of the stocks above 200 day. The cap weighted, it looks a little bit healthier. I heard that the equal weighted 500 shows more of a problem. So keep that in mind. Straight down on the 2 lines, pretty much since across. We have not gone over it. We're at 51. We hit 47.5 as a test since last time we talked about. Line in the sand, 45. If we get below 45, we're gonna sink. This you can keep track of. Go to stocks. Stock charts, and that's the symbol. But I do believe there's a chance, if things do not go well, between this Friday and the first couple of days of next week, you're gonna have a move down below 45. Remember, Wednesdays, historically, seasonality-wise, the Wednesday is a turnaround time, possibly, for the options expiration. So they may push it down Friday, Monday, and Tuesday. Speaking of seasonality, I don't know if you guys remember or not, Phil Erlanger wrote chapter 8 of my book. I did it on sentiment, and he did on seasonality. I understand he's not doing well. I mean, he had a stroke 2 years ago. He has a bit himself. So he had great charts. As you know, he was a technical analyst, chief technical analyst for the Johnson family in Boston that owns Fidelity. Very heavy-duty guy. Really, really huge following. So it's not a DeMarc without the fanfare of DeMarc. Kind of low key guy, and I heard he's not doing too well. But when I said seasonality, that came to my mind. He's a king of seasonality. So that's it. That's my spiel. How about some questions? We will do same webinar next week. As a matter of fact, I just posted it here, so you know where to sign up. Here, if you go to members, no need to log in. It's pre-login. The 17 will be there, and then after that, you just click here once. Once you click, get in. It reminds you. We went on to this new format, internal format. Outside it looks the same, and we did add email alerts and all that. So you should have had proper things in place for this week. It even reminds you if you miss it. So it's pretty good. Any questions from me, please? Well, hell, this was painless. We started on time and we were done in 45 minutes. Okay, guys, let me rush. Good night, sir. Thank you. Good night, all. I've got to post-process this and get ready for the Zoom. Thank you so much. Just be alert. I mean, I'm doing good. By the way, I'm on 12th day. No, I'll share that with you. I think very clear now, much better. No dairy. I was also gluten-free. And exception on the meat is I just have salmon. No red meat. I had one day a special guest in town from Wilmer Hale. It's a buddy of mine. Major old law firm in Washington. And he works with Bob Mueller over there. Very heavy duty guy. Went to Georgetown. He was in town. His Lebanese background. Was born here, but Lebanese. Actually, grandpa was Lebanese. We went to Karim's place, which is a very well known Lebanese place in town here. He was third generation. Karim is run by third generation chef. Before this, he ran Four Seasons in Washington. So he's really top chef, and I had some lamb, so I cheated a little bit. But I feel great. The problem is that I have a hard time sleeping. I'm so alert. No, I mean, I've now one cup of coffee. That's it. If that, but mainly tea. So try that. No cream. No milk, no cheese, no dairy. Eggs are okay, but no chicken. I mean, as I said, just one time in 12 days, I've cheated one meal. So I feel really good. Plus, of course, I've kept up my swimming and walking with Tico, and I do weights in the morning. I gotta get ready. I'm training to be in better shape for launch of Tiger Shark. So that's where we are. Thank you all. We'll see you later on. All the best. So it will be posted shortly on our YouTube channel.